on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So it is Tuesday. If we have a look at what's going on, there has been a bit of a sell-off overnight. We have a $207 billion market cap. Bitcoin dominance has gone up over 1% in the day, which means market cap goes down, Bitcoin dominance goes up, altcoins, they get hit. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. If we have a look at the biggest gainers of the day, we have IOST, Monacoin, Horizen, Zcash, Cash, Ardor, Cybermiles, and outside of stable coins, those are the only coins in the green for the day. So it's not just you, it's everyone. So the markets are down. Let's move on. Let's have a look. So we've been looking at this chart. Obviously, we've been staying within this wedge. As long as we don't move out of these lines, I think we're okay. So I think that we probably could potentially see a $6,200 Bitcoin before bouncing back up. But what do I know? However, we have been staying within this channel, so that is something to note. Some people are definitely predicting some more bearish movement. They are referring to this bearish crossover between key moving averages. Okay, so the pullback from the weekend high, we had a $6,841 Bitcoin, and it fell all the way to $6,370. So this validates the bearish view put forward by the negative moving average crossover on the monthly chart. Hence, Bitcoin risks falling to the major support of 6,000. I think it will only go to around 6,200, but what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet. So, moving on, what could this be? Why is it falling? Well, outside of the fact that the market is overrun with bots, we can talk about the fact that, once again, whenever any money moves from the Mt. Gox trustee's wallet, people freak out. There's speculation, so it looks like Kobayashi has offloaded another $230 million in Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So the interesting thing is, according to Bloomberg, based on the yen raised and the number of coins sold, the latest disposal received an average price of $8,100 per Bitcoin, which is substantially higher than where Bitcoin rests at right now. Very, very interesting. Now, another thing that it could be, they're saying Jed McCaleb, right? Ripple's sell-off accelerated as XRP co-founder reduced billions of dollars in XRP holdings. So has Jed been selling some of his XRP? Now, we do know that they reached an agreement. By the way, this is a very old article. I pulled this up, as you can see right here. This is from August 14th, 2014, and it says Ripple Labs has reached an agreement that will prevent original co-founder Jed McCaleb from selling 9 billion XRP, the portion of the protocol's native currency he was awarded for starting the company this year. As you can see right here, they kind of break it down that he can only do 20,000 per week during the second, third, and fourth years. Now, we're currently in the fourth year. So this is interesting. So now he should be able to eventually move over to do 750 million XRP per year for the fifth and sixth years. So that was another issue as well. Did his sell-off have anything to do with XRP taking that hit? Well, I don't know. Maybe the fact that it was up 130, 140% in 2 days, people might have just been taking profits, but sure. I'm sure that had something to do with it as well. Also, if we move on over here, I just want to talk about a little bit of good news potentially, although this does come from sources that can't be verified, so that's always fun when you read an article from sources that you can't verify. But that being said, they say it's unclear if the ICO's journal sources actually exist. The website claims to have a suspiciously large number of high connected sources across the financial and crypto space. So 2 of them came forward, had very positive things to say about the potential ETF. I'm just going to skip the first comment. It's a little long, but the second one I want to focus in on. This unnamed person says, this document and the clues in it, around it, and commentary after it has given us sky-high confidence that this will be the first Bitcoin ETF product approved by the SEC. A change in language and the follow-up by VanEck executives after the announcement, almost as if this document was as good as an approval. Tea leaves are clear, but SEC will play out the clock and then approve in 2019. So they're saying that this may not happen this year, but they are looking very positive for 2019. Also, tea leaves are clear? I don't think so. Anyway, moving on. So we know that one of the biggest issues with these ETFs getting approved, one of the things that they kept bringing up time and time again was market manipulation. We know there's tons of wash trading that happens in crypto. But what's interesting is there's actually a tweet that came out from CZ, and he was basically replying to this guy, Dovey Wan, who was saying price does not reflect group behavior, but it's never informative information is complete. Crypto market is highly manipulatable, so TA signals can be artificial, short trades can be very risky, etc., etc. CZ says this tweet is better if you remove the word crypto. There's more manipulation in traditional markets where most instruments only trade on one market with big market makers who have close ties with insiders and media. Crypto usually trades on multiple markets. So that is something to consider. However, the overall market cap of crypto is substantially lower than anything really out there. So it kind of is easy to manipulate because there is such low volume, which we've seen incredible manipulation over especially the past year. So moving on, let's get positive. Why were we talking about all this negative stuff? So we have U.S. retail giant Walmart and its division Sam's Club, a membership-only retail warehouse club. I'm sure you guys are aware of that, will require suppliers of leafy greens to implement a farm-to-store tracking system based on blockchain tech. So the end-to-end traceability system is based on distributed ledger technology, developed by computing giant IBM. According to the report, Walmart will require suppliers to implement blockchain tech starting by September 2019. Wow. So how's that for a BLT for you? Blockchain lettuce technology. Okay. All right, so moving on to some coin news today. We have Ethereum can scale to 500 transactions per second with Zcash's technology. So this is the ZK snarks, which will allow it to mass validate, allowing relayers to verify the correctness of computations without having to actually execute them or to learn what was executed, right? So according to Vitalik, the integration and adoption of the ZK Snarks technology could allow Ethereum to process a maximum of around 500 transactions per second from the current 15. What's interesting is this would increase it by 3,200% without the use of second layer technologies such as Plasma. So there you go. 500 transactions per second. It may not be the top of the mountain, but it's a lot better than 15, right, guys? So yeah, that's good news for Ethereum. Now, we also have to talk about some other news. We have Horizen, formerly known as Zencash, announced that their software upgrade, Zen 2.0.15, is scheduled for release on September 27th. So according to Horizen, the upgrade is mandatory as it includes features that would prevent the network from 51% attacks. We had Rob on the channel, I think it was about a month ago. He came on and he was talking about 51% attacks. We've seen a lot of these different projects really implement different ways around it. You know, we have the delayed proof of work from Komodo, which is really, really secure, definitely. And now you have this from Horizen. So the announcement comes after Horizen had stated that it had enhanced its original Satoshi consensus algorithm to stop the network from 51% attacks. So the development team has made some fixes to log messages which previously showed incorrect messages as well, and the team further stated that the Zend Swing wallet will cease to function if an upgrade is not performed by the 10th of October. So keep that in mind if you are using that. You need to upgrade the wallet. Also, we have ETHscanr Android version 1.0 has been released by DENT Wireless. You can download it here. So yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah, if you use DENT, if you're into DENT and stuff like that. Also wanted to give a shout out to Crypto's Chain. So we have a little bit of Neo news today. So he did a really nice overview video of the Neo name service. It is coming out soon. We also have it going to mainnet very, very soon. I've been hearing a lot about that in the Telegram group. So I just figured I would bring that up as well. We also have NEX and NOS partnership introducing smart economy and decentralized application to the mainstream. So basically, what are they going to have to offer each other? Well, you're going to have NEX Suite, which will integrate the NOS exclusively as the only third-party platform to officially feature NEX Suite. You have the NOS client that'll integrate NEX exclusively as its only official native third-party exchange dashboard. Users will be able to access NEX Suite directly from the NOS client and start trading. We also have that it will support NEX developer APIs, and NEX will support NOS developer APIs as well. As a developer, you only need to build your application once to make it available as both a native NOS dApp and a native web app within the NEX browser plugin. So that is pretty good news as well. And yeah, also the other thing is NEX future plans for fiat support will allow NOS users to buy and utilize dApp tokens without owning any cryptocurrencies beforehand, and also interaction with NOS apps increase both the respective dApps tokens exchange volume and token utility. So it's going to be really good moving forward. I mean, we've seen the NEX Security Token. You know, they're approved. They're ready to go. They're doing it by the book. So, you have Ethan Fast, and, it says there's many other advantages that come with issuing NEX. These can be included benefits such as protection against market manipulation, fraud, and insider trading. Perhaps most importantly, it also allows us to pay our investors dividends through fees taken by the exchange, a form of profit sharing. So that's from Ethan Fast as well. Now, we also have an interesting story because it turns out that people are pissed off. Now, I actually have Chrome, and I noticed that they had a little bit of an upgrade myself. So it says that quietly included in the browser's most recent update, Chrome's latest affront to use privacy is a new policy that forces users to sign the browser into their accounts the next time they log into a Google service such as Gmail. This authorizes Chrome to ship your local browsing data to Google, enabling you to sync it across all your devices, which previously had required the user's opt-in consent. So the policy change was identified by cryptographer Matthew Green, also a professor at Johns Hopkins University and a scientist with the Zcash project, who wrote in a blog post that the change was sufficiently anathematic to user security and privacy that he will no longer be using the Chrome browser. So it's interesting to see also that you've had it grow to over 4 million users in such a short time. I mean, when you compare that to some of the uses of these other dApps, yeah. I mean, you have some dApps out there that are getting like 1 user per hour. So yeah, pretty bad. Also, I just wanted to quickly touch on the future of blockchain in Central America. Now, it's interesting because it turns out that there are a lot of people becoming interested in blockchain technology. We're seeing a lot of enterprises get interested in blockchain technology as well. And what you are seeing spring up recently is the demand for blockchain as a service, because the truth is that this tech is quite complicated and quite difficult for a lot of these people to use. So this is actually an article from ChainZilla where they go into the importance of blockchain as a service, joining other services like software as a service, for example. So all these services offer basically the same advantage, savings since it's paid by fixed contract consumption, and simplicity of use. Technology companies such as Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and now ChainZilla already offer business as a service in Central America, and I think this is going to be a theme moving forward as well. I mean, we even just spoke with AERGO last night. They also offer something similar to that where you can build your own, but they will walk you through if you need to do it as well. So definitely keep your eyes on things like this. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out too is you have American venture capital fund Andreesen Horrowitz investing $15 million into blockchain startup Maker DAO. Interesting. So per the announcement, Andreesen Horrowitz, via its investment fund A16Z, acquired 6% of the total Marker token supply, or MKR, Maker. The purchase will allow A16Z to manage MKR and the DAI credit system as it reportedly becomes the first decentralized autonomous stablecoin organization. Well, let's hope that somebody starts pushing this, because the last time I checked liquidity, it was a little low on DAI, so unfortunately you still have people using USDT. But we all know the deal with that. Now, we do have the Gemini dollar too, right? The one that can be frozen, but hey, if you want to use it, you can. So talking about some news, we have Coinbase. They've teamed up with the token-based trading protocol startup Caspian in an effort to boost its offerings aimed at pro traders and financial firms. Under the deal, Coinbase Pro will integrate Caspian's full stack of tools to bring additional trading and portfolio management capabilities. Caspian, which offers what it says is an institutional-grade full-stack crypto trading and risk management platform, currently connects to 25 crypto trading platforms, including Coinbase, Gemini, Bitfinex, Poloniex, Huobi, OKX, and Binance. So that's good news moving forward. And finally, we have IBM and members of the U.S. Congressional Blockchain Caucus discussed the use of blockchain for ID systems, payments, and supply chains during a meeting today. So IBM and MIT held 3 meetings with members of Congress discussing the need for government funding of blockchain innovation and regulatory sandboxes in which the state would be able to test different solutions before they are brought to market. During the call, Representative Schweikert, who previously urged the IRS to clarify crypto taxation, said that medicine and social projects would see the most benefit from blockchain solutions. However, he noted that specific encryption standards should be elaborated to protect data, an aim pursued by the caucus's partnership with several institutions such as MIT and the National Institute of Standards and Technology. So it's nice to see somebody around here pushing the need for this stuff. And if that's not enough to make you happy, yes, we did have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire featuring the technology that enables cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin to function is called what? Obviously, it is clearly brickstring technology. Brickstring technology. That being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. You guys are awesome. Despite the market, despite the swings, we're here. It's another day in crypto. It's a rainy day in New York. Just adding insult to injury, aren't you? Rainy day. Anyway, that being said, you guys are awesome. Thank you to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. I freaking love you guys. If you guys haven't joined my Telegram group below, definitely get involved. Awesome conversations. Obviously, it's totally free, but you do have to use the specific link to get in. Once you're in, we're all good. You're part of the family. Yeah. So that being said, my name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, and peace out.